Hey everyone, my name is Nathan Cooper and welcome back to SIS Film Breakdowns. The next episode in our video series highlights Georgia running back DeAndre Swift. After putting up over 1,200 yards and 7 touchdowns on the ground in 2019, Swift declared for the NFL draft as a junior and was selected in the second round at pick number 35 overall by the Detroit Lions. At the combine, Swift measured in at 5 feet 8 1/4 inches, 212 pounds. He put up some good numbers in the drills he participated in, which included a 4.48 40 and 35.5-inch vertical jump. We're going to break down some of his plays from Georgia's 2018 game against Missouri and 2019 games against Tennessee and Kentucky. This first play is from the Tennessee game. Swift is lined up in shotgun single back left, and it's going to be a draw play up the middle. This first view is at real speed. At the snap, we're able to see the burst he has through the hole. Then he does a good job of attacking the outside of the defender, sticking his foot in the ground to break his angle and get vertical. That allows him to get by and gain an extra 15 or so yards. As we slow things down on the other view, we see that the vision that Swift has as he gets the foot in the ground and gets vertical. It's a really good example here of Swift's one-cut, downhill running style and ability. Let's take a look now at Swift's numbers by run direction. Though he's productive running anywhere on the field, we see that there are some interesting takeaways. He averaged well over 7 yards per carry running outside to the left, which is where 4th overall pick Andrew Thomas was lined up. However, the bulk of his opportunities and production came inside the tackles, where he averaged just over 5.5 yards per rush and scored 5 of his 7 touchdowns. He has the speed and quickness to produce outside the tackles and the power and toughness to run between the tackles. Now let's take a look at him in the zone run game. This first one is still from the Tennessee game and it's an outside split zone to the left. Let's take a look at it in real speed. Once Swift gets the handoff and takes those first couple of steps, we can really see the burst he possesses, which breaks the angle of the corner who is blitzing off the edge. Swift is able to bounce and spin off that hit and then get upfield here for another good chunk of yardage. Let's turn to the Missouri game from 2018. Now the quarterback is under center with Swift as the single back. It's a zone run to the left that Swift will cut back to the right. Now as the nose begins to get through the line of scrimmage, Swift quickly sees that and shows good vision to bounce outside. Just as we saw in the first play, he does a good job here of tacking the outside of the defender, then sticks his foot in the ground to juke him and gain another 10 yards on the play. Staying with the Mizzou game, let's take a look at a similar play to the previous one. This is an inside zone to the left that Swift will bounce again to the right. As Swift takes the handoff and approaches the line, he sees that there isn't really anywhere to go. This is a really good quick jump cut to get wide. He jabs to the outside, then cuts back underneath the defender and keeps his legs churning as he carries defenders for another 5 or so yards. Now here's a play from the Kentucky game. It's going to be a stretch run out to the right. We'll take a look at it from both views, with the first being at real speed. As Swift receives the handoff, he sees the lane inside and cuts it upfield. Once he gets through the hole, he shows the contact balance to shake off of the tackle attempt from the side, and then does a great job lowering his center of gravity to spin off the second tackle attempt, and then has the speed to take it for the score. As we slow things down on the tight view, we get a good view of him turning it upfield, slipping off of the first tackle attempt, spinning off the second, and then having the speed to outrun everyone and take it to the end zone for a touchdown. Most of Swift's production came from the zone run. 80% of his rushes in 2019 were of the inside zone, outside zone, or stretch variety. He nearly put up 1,000 yards with a 5.8 average per carry, scoring all 7 of his touchdowns and garnering a 53% positive play rate. Swift has the vision and ability to find holes and create on his own. Now let's take a look at what he can bring to the passing game. First in Pass Pro. All 3 of these plays are from the Tennessee game last season. As we run the play, we see a DB number 12 creeping up to the line to blitz, and Swift sees him. Swift does a really good job here attacking the defender and not letting the defender attack him and get into the backfield anywhere near the quarterback. Swift stays square to the defender here and keeps his feet moving to mirror him. It's nothing flashy, but it's a good fundamental play from Swift. On this next play, Swift is going to run a wheel out of the backfield up the left sideline. As Swift wheels out and Fromm gets pressured, the corner bites up toward the line, leaving Swift open up the sideline. While it's not the most natural catch attempt, he does haul in the pass, showing good tracking ability, body control, and awareness along the sideline to make the catch, stay in bounds, and gain more yards on the play. As we slow things down from the other view, we get a better look at the tracking ability and adjustment that Swift makes to reach back and make the catch, then stay in bounds for extra yardage. On this final play, Swift is going to run through the line and cross to the left from the offense's point of view. At the snap, Swift approaches the line, then quickly sticks his foot in the ground to get to the middle of the field. With the defender in front of him, he shows good awareness to read the play and adjust his route up the field. Fromm finds him, and Swift makes a good contested hands catch in the middle of the field for a solid gain. While he isn't a dynamic player in the passing game just yet, he put up some good numbers as a receiver last season. He caught 24 of 30 targets and possessed a 92% on-target catch rate for over 200 yards. Now, when looking at the Lions' rushing stats from the last 5 seasons, they've consistently been near the bottom of the league. Since drafting Kerryon Johnson in 2018, they've finally gotten out of the 30s and have averaged over 100 yards per game the last 2 seasons. When Johnson ran for over 100 yards in Week 3 of 2018, it was the first 100-yard rusher for the Lions since 2013, and they've only had 2 more since then. With Johnson's health concerns, Swift should come in and immediately take a load off of him and split carries without downgrading the position. Though he needs to continue to improve in the passing game, Swift is a dynamic one-cut downhill runner who will contribute on the ground while he develops in the passing game. His patience, vision, and contact balance suggests he should really help out a Lions rushing attack that is looking to keep improving on the last couple of seasons. Make sure to go get the SIS Football Rookie Handbook or register for a free trial on the SIS DataHub to see all of these stats and more for every player, and also tune in each week to the Off the Charts podcast. Thanks for watching SIS Film Breakdowns.